So for many years, I used to equate real savings with having a high salary. Let me explain. I genuinely used to believe that in order to have a good savings pot, you would need to have a high salary. So that once you have paid for everything you need, you had bought the things you wanted, then and only then would you have enough left over to save, and that would be a sizable amount. And whilst that holds some truth that a higher income provides you with the opportunity to not only have a higher disposable income and put more money towards your saving, I've actually come to learn that your income level doesn't actually determine your savings capability. And that is because there are a lot of people who are on very good salaries, yet have nothing in their savings because they spend everything. And in today's video, I want to share with you some practical ways to save money, especially if you're on a tight budget and you genuinely think that you can't put any money aside. And that is because, like me for so many years, there's so many people who think that saving money when you're already on a tight budget just isn't an option for them. And I want to break this thought pattern, and I want to share with you that no matter how much you earn, you can actually put away a little bit of money every month, and these steps can actually help you reach your financial goals. So if you're ready to start saving but don't know where to start, here are some very practical ways you can save money that have actually worked for me and helped me save money, especially when I was on a tight budget. So first off, we are going to set a goal in mind of what you would like to save for, how much you need, and when you need to have this exact sum of money. And this is because it's super important to understand what you are saving for, and it's necessary to know exactly how much you need and when you need to save it by. And the reason you want to do this is because it will act as a motivator to keep you going when it gets tough and you just don't feel like you want to do it anymore. Because let's be real, when you're on a tight budget, it can be really easy to get burnt out or feel like giving up. But having a set date in place and the exact amount of money you need to save will help you focus and train your mind to concentrate on reaching your goal. Now, I found this to be the case for me because I knew that this was just temporary and I was working towards something that was beneficial for my financial health. And so I would suggest that your first goal should actually be to set up an emergency fund, as life is already so unpredictable, and this is something everybody should always have. Especially when life throws something unexpected at us, we definitely need to have some cash available to help us out. Now, a pretty good starting goal for when you're on a tight budget is to save £1,000 and then work towards 3 months worth of expenses. Then come up with a time frame in your head for when you need to have this saved by. Now, for the sake of this video, and of course being completely realistic, we're going to set the time frame to a year. Also because I know that there are many realistic and achievable money saving challenges that can get you over £1,000 in a year's time frame. So do check out these videos if you want to learn more about money saving challenges and how you can actually easily put money away for an entire year. And the added benefit is that for the tips following on, they perfectly align to a year's time frame. So the second thing we're now going to do is to set aside a weekly budget that you actually have to stick to. Now, I'm going to have to be honest, you're going to have to be a little ruthless when it comes to determining how much you can spend every week on things like food, entertainment, and transport, because it's super crucial that you have a set amount if you wish to avoid blowing your monthly income or even your weekly income on unnecessary purchases. I found that one of the biggest ways to save money is actually in your food shopping category. I personally found that switching to discount supermarkets and even the types of food, so I reduced the amount of meat we ate, I switched to dried foods like beans and chickpeas, and now and again I'll shop in the yellow sticker aisle as a sure way to save money. And look, there is no shame in adopting these strategies because I was so surprised how these methods made a huge difference in the amount of money I spent on food. In fact, I I more than halved my food bill from over £300 to just over £100 a month for a family of 2. So if you want to know how I did that, I've actually got a video which details out all the information on the tips, the tricks that I use to save money on my food bill and half it. And that way it enabled me to save the amount of money that I was otherwise spending on food to go towards my savings. So check out this video and it will show you everything that you need to learn about that. Now, the third thing we're going to do is to cut out any unnecessary expenses. Whenever you are saving money on a tight budget, I find it really helpful to take a break for shopping for non-essentials. So you're going to have to be really honest with yourself about your spending habits. I'm not saying that you cannot treat yourself to things that you like, but if you are serious about putting money away each month, you will need to forgo these additional non-essentials for just 1 year. And if you really think about it, a year is actually not that long in the grand scheme of things. So I would suggest that you evaluate your bank accounts and create a list of all your essential spending. So this will include everything that you need to survive, like a roof over your head, food to eat, and all the utilities you need to pay for your home. Then everything else beyond that, you are really going to have to either streamline and in some cases even consider cutting them out and not spending any additional money on them. You'll actually be surprised how much money you can save by only purchasing the things that you really need. For example, you could cut off all the streaming services you have signed up to and just use YouTube as your primary source of entertainment. This will also include cancelling all the subscriptions that you signed up to but hardly ever use, and just live off anything that is free. Then you make the commitment to save the money that you would have otherwise been using on these services. And I know you may be thinking this is a bit of an extreme method to save money, but I've learned that these extreme measures not only saved me money, but also challenged my mindset and changed some of these bad lifestyle habits that I had adopted over the years, like signing up to subscriptions and completely forgetting to cancel them and end up paying for them for an entire year. Other things will also include what may be deemed as extreme frugal living habits, but they can actually end up saving you thousands of pounds. So this will include things like reducing your expenses by shifting your lifestyle habits. So we're talking about reducing the number of times you are washing your clothes, and that can have an impact on your utility bills. Another one is to water down your soaps to increase the longevity of them, and of course, only replacing them once they're finished. But if you want more detailed tips on how frugal living can save you money, check out this video, which will share with you all the tips that can help you save money really fast. The fourth thing we're going to do is to now become more proactive in finding ways to make more money. Of course, one of the best ways to save money quickly is to bring more of it home. Now, there are several ways that you can do it. So for example, you can talk to your boss and either ask for a raise or ask for overtime. If you feel that you've currently outgrown your salary and need a pay rise, then you may want to consider talking to your current employer and negotiate a better salary. Now, this one is not always the easier option, and it may take some time before you can get the salary increase. Alternatively, if it's applicable, what is easier is you can actually ask to increase your working hours temporarily to give you an income boost so that you can save more and reach your financial goal that bit quicker. Of course, another option to consider could be to take on an additional job working in the evenings or the weekends to help you boost your income. Now, depending on your personal circumstances, it may not be practical to work another job away from your home, as you may have children or other caring responsibilities, and so it's not practical for you to get a second job that requires you to be away from your home. So one option could be to get a work from home job that you can do in the comfort of your own space and at your own time. I mean, we are so lucky that we live in the digital world and there's so many opportunities available. So why not use your 9-to-5 skills and make some additional income online? And of course, if you don't know where to start, I have already compiled a list of side hustles that you can start at home that have the potential to make you up to £500 a day. So check out this video if you want to find out more. And of course, I will link all these videos in the description box below. Okay, the fifth thing that will possibly have the biggest impact but may not be the easiest option is to reconsider your living situation. For most of us, we're either paying mortgage or paying rent, and it's our biggest expense every single month. So one consideration could be to potentially move out of your home and move back in with your parents and save the amount you would have otherwise spent on housing. Now, I know this is a difficult decision to make, and it isn't always the most practical solution for everyone, especially if you don't have family close by or you just prefer having your own personal space. It's definitely a hard choice to make because a lot of us love our independence and don't want to give it up, especially because we don't want to be at the mercy of someone else, right? But I will say this is definitely a suggestion that could get you to your financial goal probably within the first 3 to 6 months, and you wouldn't have to wait an entire year to save money. But I do realize that it isn't always practical. Let me know in the comments below whether you like the tips mentioned in the video today and you have found them helpful. Also, do you know any other tips that can help people save money on a tight budget? Please feel free to share your tips that you have found useful that could save us all some money. After all, we are all looking for good money saving tips. Don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe so that you don't miss any future uploads, as I'm sharing my journey to financial freedom and early retirement. Also, if you are looking for free money, make sure to hit that Trading 212 link. Deposit £1 and you can get a free share worth up to £100. That's 99 free pounds. Also, don't forget to check out these videos which will show you all the financial tips I'm currently implementing in my life that have saved me thousands of pounds. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you in the comments below and of course in the next video. Have a great day and take care. Bye.